Okay, so good evening today from Paris. Today being 24th day of July 2026. So we are reaching you live from Paris from the Wikimania, ongoing Wikimania conference going on here in Paris. So as we usually do from the start of the conference, we give you daily updates based on what transpired here at the conference here in Paris. So today to begin with, we reach out to the venue and then we all split across classes and sessions. So me myself, I was involved in a class called around the Pussy Globe. So this is a program that has been hosted, or rather that has been anchored by the Wikimedia Foundation themselves. So here I got to meet with the new CEO. Guess what? I haven't had a picture with the new CEO, so you'll get to see it very soon. So we had a session. This session is just to give us a brief background on what has been happening within the foundation as regards to the Wikipedia or Wikimedia infrastructure in general. So we talk about the incorporation of AI. We talk about how to motivate, how to keep the community active, and how to motivate editors on how to actually make the whole editing more fun. So we did all of that and many other things we discussed in that one. So after then, I attend another keynote about indigenous languages. So about how to respect indigenous languages regardless of their numbers, regardless of their size. Every language matters as far as Wikimedia space is concerned. So each language has to be respected, and if they have active people who are involved in the project, they should allow them to do their work amicably and independently. So we had that discussion also today. And then after which we went for another one called the Africa Baraza. So for those of you who knows, the African Baraza is more like the activities within the African Wikimedia movement, where all community members come together to deliberate on how to move the Wikimedia activities forward as far as Africa is concerned. So that is what the African Baraza is all about, where we went and discussed about all of that. And also, I went for another session again called Wikidata session, where we met with the founder of Wikidata himself, in person of Denny Bendrisik. So as I was talking, I said I went for a program of the Wikidata where we met with the founder of Wikidata himself, where he gave us some highlight on the future of Wikidata and how to actually bring in AI, to incorporate AI also for a better structured data. So I think this is some of the wrap up of the activities.
Denny Brandecic.
Yes. Denny
Brandecic.
Yes. Chich. Yes. So he is the founder of Wikidata. Then after which we also had another session. It's a meetup session with EduWiki. So this one is a Wikipedia program being run by the Wikimedia Brazil. So we had some of the leading voices as far as EduWiki is concerned. We discussed a lot of things, and also we had some strategic discussions about how to organize an EduWiki meetup. So we had some brainstorming discussions as well. So these are some of the rollout of the activities we have today. And as we always promise, when we come back, we are going to give you the real juice as far as the program is concerned. But from me, I just want to say thank you for following and thank you for listening. So, Munam Jeremy, Ofunja yet, Ofunja Mam, Santia Mona, Munzaranata, Aliet Potsuam Safia Mota, no Ata. So, Zujara Nerejim in France, Paris, the Damakayam Tumbaka. So, Jana Zindiam. So Munanian Dianani Nazan Satum Kanan New Quiz was the Shemanian cameras in Niger because I took a Saratuka Zinbazo Zukatna Giba million cameras in Niger. So often Zundorani Zunaratunka for some Tunkanamenge puzzle. So puzzle any period Mukamana as a boy without Kunamanan Ananya Tamukiana and Shamu. What is the other that is AI, sajina mana bayamuna no biyan zakta mana zunya what man also was zuku na session again on indigenous knowledge in open space so ni kufa mwap anyet na anya mu azalangan so cham na su ni fa hawo so ne su ya no kana na kuza mwap kubia chat na kuna ya ku ba mo anyet bana ju ntamu kipiana kumem ba word ba banyen kan mana muna ban chara yin gun chebwa bu ba da voya itamu ba sa jina muna yin kan bawo kumem ayo ba banyen kan bawo biana wa dokaji kumem ntambana na yere so wana no zisidia mu automatic wato su ta so wa suna mo yana nange Africa baraza so atun mo yamya na zinye je mafari an gonzira anya tam jugu di bidia na ne mu Africa da sheji mafari so this ne to kanya ku muna ga kuna zinan ne tam na shanshan ajawal mun kana mun ga kuna zinan yuta muku na danso ne mo bi Africa ta ngoma so azinye wata sun biyar suna shi to attack wikidata one mange deni vendor chip yeah so this is poison from chana na kucha anyeni mun chana kucha gundi zambian saji na mana tam nyan tam wikidata na shamu so an ba mun kan ya sun yana afu wani su ta so wani this na more automation mange edu wiki so ni this atumi ma janka zinye jimu fari so ni saji na mana ba mu untam Wikipedia na mu aka von fangzina ne so ko zubo bai suna tanya ji ba an sham da gali kana zinye jimu mun fa so ni ga zinye funa mun kutazira ji zuba sheje ni kutazira ji ba an sham mun ne zinwa kana sajina zan mun kana bangbangan vun sajina zan din kana mun so ka zubo bai zina tanya ne ba yana li kana na zinye ji so ngwai afunya da mamsan fi amonai mun zat anatat yechi kopsia mun san fi amota so janjumune ne mun abin pari ku ya tsam sa okay tsam anatat mun minti san tat mun apubi so nungwa anje ku ye nungwa mun kuizeni awara mun kanyina fa magusu mun kambaya so nungwa suna zubin da yasa So, this is a train station here in Paris. One of the train station called Gare de l'Est. Yes, Gare de l'Est. So, this is Chorak Chanamo Fortes. Yes. Alright. So, I'm going to come back and I'm going to
Yeah, greetings everyone. Once again, we're back, and today is the 24th day of the month of July 2026, and today we had our fourth Wikimania apart from the pre-conference. And today I went to a number of classes, about 4 to 5 of those classes, but the most memorable ones, the very first one was about the GDRC. And that very GDRC was a discussion about the future of the affiliates of Wikimedia Foundation. How affiliates are going to be operating from henceforth. Currently, we have user groups, we have chapters and we have thematic hubs. But currently, Wikimedia Foundation wants to make some adjustments so that those user groups that are having overlapping goals or objectives can be maybe merged with other user groups. So they call the community together so that there will be, brainstorming and people would give their feelings or they give their ideas about how the way forward should be. And after that very class, I attended another one which was about socialization. So in that very class, the organizer wanted a situation where people who attend conferences or such as Wikimania can be able to socialize with one another. Who understand that in the Wikimedia climb we have a lot of introverts in the movement, and they don't know how to approach fellow introverts or to discuss about stuff, and the whole situation is awkward to some people, and they find it difficult to reach out to another person and hi, how are you, nice to meet you, stuff like that. So that very class was talking about how do you approach, and it gives some key points that one can be able to use to improve on their socialization skills. Sorry. And then after that very class, so after that very class, I also attended another class called the Africa Baraza class. So this very one was having a keynote speaker as in the person of the person representing Africa, Sub-Saharan Africa, in the Wikimedia Foundation Board of Trustees, and the discussion was quite tense, so to say, and well, it was all about discussing about the future of African Wikimedians and the future of the GDRC's change of affiliates and stuff like that, and how it impacts Africans. As we can or we may know, Africa has a growing population and a lot of user groups, new user groups, and coming up, and the whole thing. Maybe the foundation thinks that there should be some regulation, and in order to be able to manage resources and so these plans were put on ground. But then the discussion of this Africa Browser was to discuss how good it is for Africans who are editing in that very site, Wikimedia site. And after that very class, we had another remarkable class, which was EduWiki. So EduWiki is a kind of a program that helps teaching of Wikimedia projects in schools and primary school, secondary school, stuff like that, universities. And we were divided into 4 groups, and each group was given a storyline and given a problem to think about the possible solutions. Like in my group, we discussed about a situation whereby in a primary or secondary school, the students didn't have their own language represented on Wikipedia, for example, or Wikimedia Foundation project, and what could actually be, the solution to help these students to edit Wikimedia projects so that they can represent their own indigenous language and cultures in the Wikimedia space. So we discussed all that, and the whole meeting ended up in that very situation. So we left quite before the whole session was ended, because there was what you call a karaoke. The karaoke is currently ongoing, and we couldn't stay because we have another class, the TIAP Wiki Bootcamp, coming up Nigerian time 7 p.m. Meanwhile, that would be 8 p.m. Central European time, currently standard summer time. So this were what I learned today in this very meeting. So thank you very much, and see you tomorrow, being Saturday, the last day of our program in Paris. So Njanyangong, Ofunka Siyat Mang Sangfel Mang Nai Manika Suat Nakat Risha Awat Manika India Manin Near Merpin Fransa Makayam Paris Awat Chan takmani kana zuku yeni mo amatu Wikimedia ni kana. What kang tamu na zuku yeni osunka. Zuku tamu zuku mejana alia tazwa kyau nange global resource distribution ni mo so biang Wikimedia jeni. Zuku lihat sisa jinang shai na Wikimedia share dingi ni manika na jam ane baban yatam mu Wikimedia ni mamin chana na zukulia ni yet sisa na Wikimedia na shai short share mamin ka mamin short tam awat kubiang shai hu o ashaika ka biang yasun so biang ji na zukutia ga jani this is not double young or this is diat tazwa Australia ka ng engay yung bung
Global resource distribution.
okay no this is not double young nazukulia sisa jinang kanya by basim nyima yamba maka tungan sisa na banan dian ma pyamba ni yang ne bu function sisa na banan yan mang any the fight kabanat basi taban umwanan yet nang anje ibugo ni basi mun jama ngai ba so this ya sisa na ne ba nalian yak manganye na sitiaga jar this is not the tutu ya nang anje wiki baraza ni mu wiki baraza this is ya tazo sisa na shashi na Wikimedia nyene nala kuna piam ane baba shi Africa ni bayetam Wikimedia awal zisin na mun tiyan mun class ya mun tutu ya nange edu wiki mu edu wiki wa zin ta zuwa na sisa na zina kya kana na shi mu Wikimedia kana na shi tam Wikimedia ni zina tutu nyam mun tutu tiya mana na nyam ni what this is a cause tia mun sisa nai kutu sisa nyai konyan se liata zwa akabun nang jibya muswata ni wasu sisa na pai mang chot mjana mangkan mjana na zo kunya ni ofunkan ni nyana so manika zicha ze ngoma tunzika na nge tia wikibutka menu wasu na mnyem zubu na mnyem tun ziliyata tazwa jana na zo kunya angbom manang atun kyayet mam nan gunanya atun Wikimania kani so ngwai kamban ngwai isim bianyen atun ka afun kani so ngwai ifungwa no zuli atun 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's okay.